Dear students of class 5, welcome everybody to Jagannathpur online Pathshala. I hope that all of you are well and safe at home. This is Shorikul Mamun before you, assistant teacher of Islamburg Primary School. Dear students, in the previous class, we discussed on WH words and their uses. You know, WH words selection is very necessary for the underlined words. So we discussed in the previous class about their uses practically. Today we are going to learn about the rules of making WH question. You know, before entering the rules of WH question, it is necessary to know about the WH words and their uses. We have learned it. Now, today also, before entering the rules, another two things is necessary to learn. That is, one, auxiliary verbs and some pronouns which is changed when we make WH question. So I am showing you at the first the auxiliary verbs. So look at the poster here. You see, here we can see the auxiliary verbs. So please take your khata and pen to write what you feel to need. I think you have taken your khata and pen. Okay. Thank you for your readiness. Now look at the board. The auxiliary verbs. Am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, shall, should, will, would, can, would, may, might, must, etc. You must memorize the auxiliary verbs because in making WH question we need at first WH word for the underlined words, and in second we need auxiliary verbs. So we should be introduced with the auxiliary verbs to find out the auxiliary verbs in the sentence. Next, we need to know changeable pronouns. In the given sentence, we see sometimes some pronouns which must be changed while making WH question. Look at the word. I, we will be changed into you while you make WH question. Me, us will be changed into you. My, our will be changed into your. So if we get these pronouns in given sentences, we must change them into these. So we have been introduced with the auxiliary verbs and changeable pronouns. Thank you. Now we are entering into the rules of WH question. You know, before practicing the rules of WH question, let's see the structure of given sentence. If you notice the given sentences to make WH word, you will see all the sentences are in statement position. So a statement position sentence structure is subject plus verb plus object plus extension. This is the structure of statement sentence, and all the sentences to make the description are given in this form. So here look, subject, verb may be with auxiliary verb or without auxiliary verb. Then you can find object and extension. Extension is not present in every sentence. Sometimes we will get. So if we see to this, you will understand the sentence pattern which are given to make the discussion. From this structure, you will be surprised to know that by only 3 rules we can make the discussion. You may think, is it possible? In reference books we get many rules. Yes, it's possible. It's possible because if we look at the sentence pattern, then we can see that if we get underline after subject, you have to follow 1 rule. If you get underline object or extension, you have to follow another rule. And if you get underline verbs and object, you have to follow another rule. So that's only by 3 rules you can make the discussion. Thank you. Now, from the structure of statement, we have seen to make the discussion, we can divide this in 3 types. So I am showing you the type 1. Here you see, you can type 1. First sentence, Shima is in class 5. Here, Shima is underlined. Another sentence is, education is the backbone of a nation. Education is underlined. You can see, the underline is under the subject. So this type of sentence will be easily to make the discussion by this structure. Who or what plus other words plus question mark. So let's try by this structure. Here who, in the previous class we have learned that for personal subject we have to use who, and for object used as subject we have to use what. So the first one, let's make the discussion. For Shima, we have to use the word who, and the structure says us that other words will be same. So it's very easy. Who is in class 5? At the end, we must not give full stop because it's a question, and every question, at the end of every question, we have to put question mark. If you forget to give question mark, the sentence will not be correct. So be careful using question mark at the end of any question. Number 2, education is the backbone of education. It's not personal subject. So you will have to use the word first. So for education we write what, and we see the structure. Other words will even say what is the backbone of a nation, and we have to put a question mark here. So this type of given sentence, we will do the question by this structure. Now type 1 is finished. Let's see the type 2. you see here underline is not under the subject. Because lives in a flat in Bogota. Here because the subject is verb in a flat in Bogota. This is the extension. Object is not present here. So this type of WH word, this type of sentences to make WH question we have to follow this structure. What is the structure? At first WH word plus auxiliary verbs plus subject plus main verb plus extension. So look at the first sentence. Shaikat lives in a flat in Bogota. In a flat in Bogota, we have to use WH word for this underlined word. So in a flat in Bogota is indicating a place. So in the previous class we have learned for place we have to use WH word where. So WH word where. Now we have to put this type of sentence auxiliary verb. But look at the sentence. Few minutes ago we have noticed the auxiliary verb, but in this line there is no auxiliary verb of this. So what we will do? Here we need to remember another thing, that if we notice main verbs with s or yes or in first form or not first form, not connected with s by s, that's the main verb. Then we have to use the auxiliary verb do, does, did. For verb with yes or yes, we have to use the auxiliary verb does. If the verb is in first form, we have to use the auxiliary verb did. If we get the verb in just the present form and not connected with yes or first form, then we have to use auxiliary verb do. So here look at live is connected with s, lives. So we have to use the auxiliary verb does. Where does? Where does? So our second step, the which word auxiliary verb has been finished. Now subject. Shoikot. Now we have to use main verb. Main verb, as we have used does, so main verb will go to his basic form, live. Here extension is necessary because for extension we have used WH word. So now we have finished our WH word and we have to put a question mark. I think you are understanding very easily. In the next sentence, the tortoise was walking slowly. Here you see underline is under the slowly. So underline. So for method or manner, we have to use the which words how. Now find out the auxiliary verb. Yes, there is an auxiliary verb was. So after how we have to write was. How was. Now we have to write subject, the tortoise. Now we have to write the main verb, and main verb is what? And we have to put a question mark. Sentence number 3. He slept for an hour. Here you see that for an hour is underlined. So you can see the duration. He slept for an hour. For duration, we have used the which word? How long? In the previous class we have learned it. How long? Now the time of auxiliary verb, but there is no auxiliary verb in this sentence. So what will we do? Look at the main verb. It is in first form, so we have to use auxiliary verb be. Now the turn of subject he. And we must write he in small letter h because it is not the starting one. How long did he? Now we have this did, so slept will go back to base from sleep. Question mark. Question number 4. Sentence number 4. I like my red shirt. Here you see, underline is under red. So red, for red we have to use the which word? Which. Which. Here notice, after which sometimes and another to the which word, how many, how much. We have to use the noun after the which word. Then we come auxiliary verb. Which red shirt, which shirt? Which shirt? Red shirt, which shirt? Now the term of auxiliary verb. Here is no auxiliary verb. Look at the main verb, like. Here like is not connected with yes or yes or in past form. So we have to use the auxiliary verb do. Which shirt? Do. And I said you 3 minutes ago that if we get pronouns I, we will be changed into you. So for I, we have to write you. Which shirt do you? Now the turn of verb. So we have to write the verb like. Guys, finish type 2. I hope that you are understanding very easily. Now the term of type 3. Here, look at the sentences of type 3. The first sentence that Dr. visits Shima last time. 2. He has finished his homework. 3. Mr. Andy is reading a book. Now, here you notice the underline is including main verbs. So, this type of sentence we have to take as type 3 sentence. So, this type of sentence, the structure will be for the main parts and other words, we have to use the which word? Only word what. Then auxiliary verb plus subject plus do verb plus expression. Do verb will be means the main verb in which pattern? This pattern we have to use do verb. So for the first sentence, the doctor visits Shima last time. So we can write the which would what. Now the auxiliary verb. Look at the sentence. There is no auxiliary verb, but the main verb is connected with s. So we can write auxiliary verb does. What does? What does? Now the term of subject. Here the subject is the doctor. What does the doctor? Now do verb. Do verb means this verb is taken from. So we have to use just do. What does the doctor do? Here the expression is not underlined, so we have to write the expression. Question mark. Look at the discussion. What? Visits. For yes, we have used auxiliary verb does. Then the subject, the doctor. For the main verb and other words, we have underlined by other words. We have used do verb. And expression is not underlined. We have written down the expression words and question. Sentence number 2. For underlined words, we have to write which word what, because this underline is included even main verbs. What? So for what, after what we have to use auxiliary verb. Here look at the sentence. Here auxiliary verb has. So we have to use what has. What has. Now the term of subject. What has he? What has he? Now the term of do verb. Here notice the main verb is in the first participle form. So do verb will be changed into first participle. We have to use done. Do did done. So finish first participle. So we have to use do verb in first participle for done. What has he done? Here no extension. So we have to put question mark. The last sentence, Mr. Andy is reading a book now. So we can see underline under reading a book. For this underline words, we have to use the which word? What. What. Now the term auxiliary verb. Look at the sentence. Yes, there is auxiliary verb is what is. What is. Now the term of subject. Here subject is Mr. Andy. We have to write Mr. Andy. Mr. Andy. Now the term of do verb. Here look at the sentence again. The main verb is character with ing. So we have to write the do verb with ing. Doing. What is Mr. Andy doing? Here now we see an external word now. It is not underlined, so we have to write it. What is Andy doing now? So if you notice all the sentence of your EFT book or in reference book, all the sentences you will see in these three types. So when you will go to make the base question, you must select what type of this sentence. After selecting the sentence pattern, if it follows the type 1, you have to follow the structure number 1. If you follow the type 2, you have to follow the structure number 2. If you follow the type 3, you have to follow structure number 3. So it's very easy, not difficult anything. But in the reference you will get many rows and you fear that this question is very hard. No, never. If you follow this structure and practice more and more in your book, then you will see that this question is very easy and you will get 10 out of 10 very easy. In the next class we will discuss on another topic. I hope you all will practice at home more and take preparation for the PEC exam. I will share this video also in my Facebook ID. So you can watch this video class again and again to clear your idea and your preparation will be perfect. We are all always with us. WH-Question PSC is always with you all. So don't fear, watch the online classes videos and clear your idea, participate with us and practice more and more at home. Thank you. Goodbye for today. Stay safe and well.